Many of our previous videos highlight the academic lives of college students. But what do college students do outside of the classroom? Well, truth be told, colleges offer a number of activities, clubs, and extracurriculars for students to partake in should they choose to do so. So in this video, we're going to give you guys an inside look at some of the clubs, hobbies, etc. that our very own committee members do. You'll get to see some great clips, some very personal insights, and it's going to be a great video. Let's get into it.
I'm a part of the swim club here at USC. The structure is a little different than usual because of COVID, but right now we have practice Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 10:30, and then Sunday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's a little more low-key than high school swimming. If you did high school swimming, you just sort of show up when you can. You attend most people just attend the practices that work out with their schedule. And it's sort of more low-key, less high stakes, which I enjoy because it's more independent, more open-ended, and you can sort of make of it what you want to make of it. I chose to do swimming in college because I did do it in high school, and I want to continue it for the exercise and also just to meet new people. I didn't want to lose touch with it, and I thought it was a good way to stay in shape, and de-stress and forget about school for a little bit. So I've really been enjoying it. I like to come to the 11 a.m. practices on Sundays because it's like a good way to start my day, get in the water, like exercise a little bit before I start my homework the rest of the day. So that's like what I like to do. The process to join was very simple. They didn't have any cuts or tryouts this year. And so I just put my email down at the club sports fair, and they emailed us about practice times, and I showed up. Normally they have dues, but because of COVID, it's been kind of complicated, so we haven't had to pay any dues. And finally, extracurriculars in college in general are like important to get you away from school, to meet new people, but also don't like feel pressured to join a whole bunch or like make sure you have a whole bunch of extracurriculars. Just spend your time on like what you're actually invested in and what matters to you. And if you're still settling in for a semester and you don't feel like you have the time to join new clubs, like don't feel pressured to. You can always join some later. Like it's really just like what feels right for you and what matters to you.
Impact Investing Group, or IIG for short, is a finance-oriented organization of around 30 to 40 students that aims to empower small businesses with forward-thinking ideas. We are both a student organization at USC as well as a 501c3 nonprofit and operate under the supervision of our faculty advisor. While the majority of our work has been consulting, we are excited about our new microfinance fund that is currently in the development and fundraising stage. I personally am lucky enough to be on both a consulting project and a research team for the microfinance fund. My consulting project is currently working with another student organization on campus known as Divest SC, which has been instrumental in ensuring USC's commitment to completely divest its over $100 million in fossil fuel stock. Our job has been to help provide creative financial solutions to the divestment process and to aid other efforts to pull money out of industries furthering the effects of climate change. My job on the Microfinance Fund has been to help perform research as to some of the logistics of the fund. My research responsibilities include determining financial criteria that small businesses must meet in order to be eligible for a loan through the fund, as well as ensuring that our fund continues to maintain its nonprofit status. As an economics mathematics major who is interested in a career in finance, I found myself especially drawn to IIG. Their schedule was relatively flexible, with the time commitments varying per semester depending on what projects a person decides to get involved in. IIG is fairly selective when looking for new members. Anyone applying must complete a written application and 2 rounds of interviews before receiving an offer to become a full-time member. Since I had not participated in any organization like IIG in high school, I was slightly worried about the application process. My concerns were quickly dispelled, however, as many of the current members that I now consider to be good friends answered all of my questions and made me feel welcome to apply. While the majority of the work we do at IIG is serious and involves outside parties, All of the e-board members are incredibly accommodating and make an effort to organize social events outside of regular meetings. With that being said, one of my favorite components of IIG is the social connections that I've made. IIG hosts weekly tailgates, kickbacks, and socials for members to come and hang out in a low-stress setting. Those events have been instrumental in helping facilitate many of my friendships, especially after a year spent online throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Joining IIG has been one of the highlights of my college experience so far. And while it is surely not for everyone, USC has so many organizations that you are bound to find the right one for you.
Hi everyone. Here at USC, one extracurricular that I'm involved in is Intramural Sports. The Intramural Sports are hosted by the USC Recreational Sports Program, and so each semester they host a few sports. So for example, this semester they hosted basketball, soccer, and football leagues. And so along with a few of my friends in freshman year, we formed an intramural team. And now each semester we try to participate in as many intramural events as possible. We usually try to get involved in soccer and football. And since our group has around 3 or 4 people, we often try to find free agents before our games. And so this activity allows us to build a lot of new relationships with other students. And I've been able to personally meet a lot of other undergraduates, as well as develop friendships with a lot of graduate students. And so I've really been able to form a community with the people I play with and have developed lasting friendships with them as well. And I enjoy going to these intramural practices and games mainly just because they allow me to focus on things other than academics. And so I'm able to de-stress at these events as well as develop new relationships. And playing these weekly games allows me to relax once a week and have a moment outside of classes and extracurriculars. And because there's not a lot of pressure at these events, I'm able to relax and enjoy my time with my friends. I also participate in research here at USC. So my research is focused on molecular biology, and our lab uses worms called C. elegans as a model organism. So C. elegans are microscopic worms. They're about a nanometer in length, and you can't see them unless you have a microscope. And many labs use these organisms to study molecular and developmental biology. So our research focuses on RNA interference, which is a growing field involved in treating a lot of diseases. This is often used to suppress genes, and it's found in many animals. So a lot of the research for treatment for diseases like cancer is being done in C. elegans. So I got involved in research in my freshman year. I knew that I was interested in biology from high school, and so I decided that I wanted to do research in college. And I had some past experiences with research in high school, and so I was kind of familiar with the way that biology research works. On the USC Dornsife website, I was able to look up a lot of the different research groups and their research focuses, and then I emailed the lab groups that I was interested in. I made sure to send in my resume and also discuss my interest in conducting research with them. And then usually you get an interview and have an interview process. And then I joined my lab in the second semester of my freshman year. And so I've had a great time doing research here at USC. One of my favorite parts of doing research is just the bonds that you develop with the members of your research lab. We've been able to go on picnics and other lab outings together. And I've been able to have or form a sense of community with my lab members. And so it's just been a great time.
Here at USC, I'm a USC Dornsife Ambassador. USC Dornsife Ambassadors are a diverse select group of students within the School of Dornsife Arts and Sciences that represent many majors. USC Dornsife Ambassadors offer student perspectives for future and prospective USC students along with their parents into the many majors that is encompassed within the USC Dornsife School, classes that the school provides, research internships, study abroad opportunities, and other experiences we take part in on campus. As an ambassador, I've had the opportunity to participate in several aspects integral to the Dornsife experience on campus, such as interacting with prospective students and their parents at USC Student Tours Day, representing USC Dornsife to the rest of the university and public on student panel events, and also being an online voice for USC Dornsife ambassadors on chat platforms such as Instagram and blogs. I decided to become a USC Dornsife ambassador simply for my profound love for the school. I wanted to represent my school in a new facet, as well as my major specifically, for students who are interested in attending this wonderful institution. As a Dornsife ambassador, I was inclined to take the chance to utilize my experience and position within Dornsife, not only to showcase my love for the school, but to mesh with new peers and meet new students who will soon be a part of our community, both socially and academically. Recently, I had the chance to take part in the Weekend USC informational event on campus to the public. Setting up a stand with my Dornsife major along with other ambassadors, I spoke to many parents and students about the potential majors that they want to join here at USC, as well as expressing a glimpse of my time at USC to them. Just last week even, I had the opportunity to express my love for Dornsife, attending and being part of a student panel called Discover Dornsife 2021. Here, I spoke to my experience as a freshman with the focus on natural sciences and mathematics at Dornsife. Helping the Dornsife admissions and student services offices, I was able to share my own testimony as a freshman to parents and prospective students who will soon be in my shoes at this time next year.
Well, there you have it. Hopefully this video gave you guys an inside look into what college students do outside of the classroom. There's a lot to look forward to if you decide that college is the right fit for you. But it's not just about school and grades. We are real people with real lives and real passions outside of essays and midterms. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.